Hello, everybody. This is Greg29407 back with another episode of City Skylines. Well, it's been a few days since our last episode, and wanted to give an update on where we were at with our ski town that we were doing. We have hit level 4 over here, and right next to our overlook, our Austrian Bavarian area. This is our combination of ski lodge and nature preserve, and it's looking really good. I'm telling you, we've got it set up really nice. You come in here, and you've got the ski lodge, and then you've got the nature preserve, and here's our chairlift or cable car, and you can walk up the hike up the trail here. And there are all these little camps you can stay at and everything. And what we also want to do is make kind of a poor man's ski lodge here in the pretend like in the wintertime it gets snowy up here in the mountains. So we have like a little area here for the bunny slope. You'd probably come up here and get some training done. You can take the cable car up here to right here, and then you get off here, and then here is the I guess the medium ski slope. I put a bunch of trees around the edges and stuff, so you start up here and you ski down to the bottom here and right above the ski lodge. And then if you wanted to do a little, I put a little restaurant and some bathrooms here too. Someone's died in the bathroom. That's not a good sign for a ski lodge. What you can also do is then you can take this tram up here to the expert ski area. You come down the thing here, and you start skiing down this way. This looks like maybe it's a bit of a suicide one. I put a bunch of trees in here. You come down this way and ski all the way down to right here. You get on, if you survive that, you get on the little trail and come back down and go right up back on up. We have our hiking trail up this way, and I have our cable car going around as we showed before. And here's all the little campsites and everything we've been adding to it as I leveled up a little bit more. It looks really nice up here. I put a bunch of trees and everything. It looks really good. I had to put this little dirt road, gravel road along here. This goes all the way back down here to the valley. I did that because I needed to get emergency vehicles up here, police, and in this case a hearse. I was getting some crime stuff and things like that, so I just had to put like a little, and this makes sense, you'd have like a little dirt road in the woods to connect to some kind of civilization stuff. But anyway, I really like this. I took the cable car all the way around, and again, it does go all the way around. It comes down here at the entrance, and it goes back up the hills. And I rode the whole thing. It was pretty neat. We don't make any money on this cable car. There are, let's see here, 63 people a week using the cable car, 52 tourists a week, and the primary one they're using is this one from here to here. That's pretty much it. But that's okay. This is just for fun. Just a nice little area to have, and I really like it. So they were gonna put a pin in that. We're kind of done with that. Our suburbs are looking really good. I haven't really done anything else on top of that. It's looking really nice. We have anywhere from 3,900 about 4,200 people living here, depending on the time of day and that kind of thing. So it's a lot of space taken up just for that, because it's all just suburban area and shopping centers. One other thing, I had to do some serious triage in our downtown area. I had shown this before where I had to add this roundabout. I ended up having a gridlock situation. This road, I laid these roads out too poorly. They were all, 2-lane roads, and it should have been bigger. But this was the center of my town. I had like a little tiny circle here, and this was the center of my town, all high rises and stuff. This road just got so backed up. People wanted to go left and right. It was gridlock. So, in that case, you can't be afraid to just blow something up. If it's not working, just blow it up. So I just de-zoned everything in here, and I blew stuff up. I moved my campers around a little bit, and I laid out this gigantic oval roundabout with walkways. I actually have the tram line going over top, and it works. It fixed it. So I felt kind of sad to lose all those high rises, but I was even sadder when I saw like just massive amounts of gridlock. So that was no good. But one thing I have noticed in this town is, if you look at our population and stuff, we are sitting at a 3% unemployment rate. And I'd like to take credit for having such a great economic plan as mayor of this town, that there's plenty of jobs for everybody. But let's be honest, the reason is I have a severe shortage of people. And I've always had a shortage of residents because as soon as I want to lay some more residential down, I say, oh, well, I'm going to put a little shopping center here, or put some offices here. I need to go ahead and just put down a lot more residences. I need more workers. And so to that end, I came over here the other night and started working on this side across the river. Here is our Old Town City, and this is one of the spokes, and this is where it connects to our little freeway overpass. And so I'm just going to lay down a little tiny little area here, made a little oval here, and put some little shopping center. Not much. Mainly it's residential, a lot of high-rise residential. And what I also noticed though, there's a lighthouse down here. There's a little lighthouse just kind of sitting down here. So I made that's a park. It's not very well used, but I think it's a really neat little park down here. But I've been experimenting. Excuse me. Been experimenting with how to make something in between high density and low density, and I was doing that by I went in here and I zoned this high density, but it's only a 2x2s, and I said, well, maybe that'll give me what I want. It's 7 households, so it's kind of a tower, but it only has 7 households here, so this is kind of goofy. This is almost 4. What happens is, let's see if I can find another one. This one was a 3x2, and it's 14 households. I like that look, but again, it's 14 households, but it's a big building. This one is 20 households, so I'm not sure if we're getting anything from that. This one is a 2x3. We have 9 households. It's a big building for 9 households, so I think it was kind of a failed experiment. 6 households in this building, which means I guess everyone gets like 2 floors for their house, for their family. I don't know. It's kind of weird. A bit of a failed experiment, I think. But I laid this out. One thing I did notice as soon as I laid this out with all the high rises and stuff, this got pretty busy, and this road started to pack. And so I was going to connect this road around here and looped over here, but I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want this road to get too crazy. So I'm just going to leave that open for now. But again, I need more residences. So what I did was I came up here to this farmland. I put an airport down here, and the airport's making me a little bit of money. And I came along my freeway, and I have a fantastic looking, gigantic exit ramp over here, and another one up here, same exact kind of thing. And I laid out this massive thing I call Levittown after the first suburban area in New York City. I think it's somewhere in New York State or maybe New Jersey, where they did the first of the suburbs after World War II. And I have laid the heck out of this thing. It's all circular. And I've got some bigger. I'm trying to avoid the mistakes I made in the past. I have 4-lane roads around the outside. I had this road that goes into this big circle. It's four spokes in this case. This spoke connects to an overpass. This one connects to an overpass. I have some roads that go over the spokes. So this is like a loop. And this one is a loop, and I've actually laid out a tram line, a 4-lane road with a tram line in the middle. I put a tram right around here, so we'll have a tram going around. And I'm going to do the heck out of the all residential. I'm going to do low residential and high density residential. High density around the edges, probably along the tram line, maybe on the outside edges. I don't know. I'm sure I'll put a little bit of commercial or offices, probably like along here, but I'm going to try and minimize that as much as possible because I want this to be residential. Now, my problem I have is if I have a lot of people in here, I'm hoping it's going to be a lot like this section right here. This lower west section is all residential, lower residential, but high end on the outside. I've named this lower west end. I have 7,200 people living there, and not much traffic. This area right here, which is a little higher end, I call upper west end. I've got 10,000 people there, and not much traffic. It's pretty good. I'm hoping I won't have much traffic here, but I don't know. If there is traffic, what's going to happen is they're going to come out on this freeway, and they're either going to go around here and fill this road up, or they're going to come right here and fill this road up. So I'm a little bit worried about some traffic issues. I have gone ahead and done a little bit something. I have put in a tram-only bridge over here. It's going to connect to my pretentious park area. I'm going to put in a tram line that's going to go, I haven't finished it yet. It's going to go right up to here. I'm going to cut in and make it have a turnaround here. I just want them to be able to deliver through tram people into my business district and then get the heck back out. I don't want them zigzagging in and out of anything. I don't want to add any more traffic. I'm just going to have them come right here, turn around, and go back home. So that'll be plan A if traffic gets too bad. Plan B will be, if it gets really bad, I'll go ahead and start adding a subway system too, which I want to do anyway. So I am going to start zoning this stuff. I'm going to put in some schools. I think I'll start off with 2 elementary schools and 2 high schools, maybe add 2 more as need be. Leave this open for now. Put in minimal commercial and industrial. If I want industrial and commercial, I can put it over here next to the airport. We'll see. So I will be right back as I start zoning some of this stuff, and we'll be right back soon. Okay, I have just laid out my tram line. It goes around the circle, comes down here, drops off everyone right there, and then comes right on back around. It just kind of goes around like that. I just want to get these people into downtown if they need to so they don't use the roads. And I have already zoned everything. I didn't zone everything. I didn't do this side of the road or anything, but as you can see, I do have a little bit of commercial. Not very much. There's a couple little strips there for some commercial. Everything else is residential. I've got high density on the main road going on around, as well as along the shore and around there. So I've got plenty of room for growth as well. No offices in here. Actually, I'm going to put some offices right next to the freeway where houses don't want to go. I think that's fair. That's fair. All right, now I'm going to have I think everything has already been watered. Yes. I need some more power before we get started, so let's go ahead and put another power set in here. Take care of that. In terms of water, we're in okay shape. Let's go ahead and put a few more. One more, I'll say. One more in here. And another pump up here. All right, now I'm going to have to do some kind of as things happen, I'll have to start hitting the power to go kind of quick. Where we have power going? Not much power going anywhere, do we? Oh yeah, we don't. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and connect some basic power lines. Right up to here. Let's go away. I put in 2 elementary schools, 2 high schools. I put in 2 fire departments, 1 police department, and a couple of clinics. I could do those underground power things. have to remember to get rid of these when I don't need them anymore. But to be fair, I probably won't remember. What's the cost of these things? They are 16 cents a week. Well, they do add up, but I think we'll be okay. I don't want to do that. This is what I used to do when I used to play SimCity back in the day. I would just kind of go crazy. I used the unlimited, the cheat code for all unlimited money, and I would design the entire town with the game on pause, and then I would just like let it rip and see what happened. I don't like doing that now. I like having my cities better designed than that. But then again, here we are. All right, let's turn this thing on and see what happens. Oh, you know, I'm gonna save this just in case. Alrighty. I see some things going up. Look at that. There's one of my planes. Hey, they're going pretty good too. I'm running at regular speed. Okay, all right. Let's zoom in here. Little houses coming in, big houses coming in. Now, you know, when people start moving, we are doing so many houses all at once. The traffic is going to be atrocious just for the moving vans coming in here. So we're going to have to discount that for the first few minutes when everyone moves in, because I bet the roads get clogged just from, you know, people moving in. I've been kind of fooled by that before. I thought, oh my gosh, the traffic has gone horrible. I got to start making changes. It was just people moving in. All right, here they go. It's a big plane. My camera hit it. Okay, I'm going to put this on pause. And actually, let's speed it up and see what happens. Two little cars driving around. Now, I've done no parks. I did put a couple of cemeteries in here, but no parks yet. They'll come a little bit later. I got some power issues over here. Let's see it. That's one of the offices. The commercial is coming in pretty quick. Oh, look, I have no demand for residential now. Yeah, I do. I have a high demand for residential. Don't give me that nonsense. Okay. Here come all the little cars. I think this intersection should be able to handle quite a bit of traffic. I did this little airport thing where it's all one way coming in here, because this when a plane lands, boy, the traffic just goes crazy. I gave them their own on-ramp onto my little freeway system. Let's see if we can watch that. So all of a sudden, everyone just comes piling out of here. See all the cars suddenly appearing? Yeah, there they go. Look at that. Boy, oh boy. They're opening their suitcases, pulling their car out of the suitcase, and there they go. Man, look at them go. All right. So before they were just coming on this road and just, I had this road right here right up against the airport. And man, it was just bad. So it was the only thing up here too. So that was right away I knew there was something wrong. All righty. So we're going to put this on hold here while this fills out a little bit, and we'll be right back. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes or so on the fast speed, and we're getting some pretty good building going on in here. Primarily, it's been along the high-end stuff, the high-density stuff around the edges, and then the business section of the offices. Also, what's really interesting to notice is on our tram line, 265 passengers already. So this is almost our second most popular tram line already. It hasn't been very long. In fact, I was tracking this before, and it comes over here. I have 15 trains on this thing. They come over here. They go down to this little turnaround area here. There's one train after another. All those people they're waiting. So they're going to get a complete switch over. The train is jam-packed, which is really nice. And here comes another one. So the people are just they're just racing over here, which is really, really good. I am going to put another path to connect over. There's a train stop right over here for the other tram. So I'm going to put that over there to help connect people from one to the next, so they don't have to go down the street. I may also go ahead and put like a. I should have. I'd have to cross the tracks a little bit. That's a little tricky with traffic. Anyway, it's gonna be fine. But we've got some pretty good stuff. No traffic problems so far, but again, we got a lot of stuff to go. Let's see what our population is. 4450 already. That's really good. 4450. Holy, so we're going to have like a massive number of people in here when this thing's finished. Good. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for now. I can barely fit my whole map on our video now. This is as far back as I can zoom out. Very nice. I still got more stuff down there. All right, so we'll call it a day. Until next time, this is Greg 29407 saying farewell, and we will see you next time.